Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I will call whomever gets me in a war with Russia under the current circumstances, I will call that person a criminal. That's how I will label such a person. For instance, if I'm a Romanian citizen, let's say, or Hungarian citizen, or American citizen, or a whatever citizen, and from the Western Europe, the Western world, and my leaders get me in a hot war with Russia, I will call those guys, I will label them as criminals and traitors, because I don't think that that is in my nation's interest. None of the nations in the Western Europe or Europe in general is in their best interest to fight Russia in a hot war. These guys create a narrative slowly, in order to have the baboons ready when they will say go, and the time draws near. What's going on here? I have a few articles about the F-16 fighter jets, American made, provided, by the Netherlands, Belgium, and other small little countries that would not dare to get tangled with Russia, but nevertheless, nobody wants to get tangled with Russia in a fair or direct confrontation. They want to use others to die for their own interest. This is the case in Ukraine. It's not about the Ukraine and the Ukrainian people and the nation. This is what these guys create as a narrative. So Russia says, as I said before, if you guys are going to have F-16s flying and getting into war, flying or taking off and coming back in, let's say, Romania, or let's say Slovakia or Hungary or Poland, you will get some Russian missiles hitting your airfields. They said this at the beginning of the war, and they said it again. Why? Because again, these Western weasels, I can't call them differently because they act the same way, and it's insulting, intellectually insulting. They start as being the victims, and they start little by little. They put their foot, stick their foot in the door, and then little by little, remember the mountain slope model. Little by little, they get from just maybe F-16s will be delivered to F-16s probably be piloted by NATO countries' pilots, and flying from the NATO countries and returning over there, but the Russians cannot hit them. If the Russians hit them over the NATO territory, then we are at war. And the Russians say, yeah, okay, bring it, and we're going to give you something bigger that you cannot carry. So let me show you how these guys started the narrative. They already prepare the baboons to accept that some F-16s, the beginning of the mountain slope model, some F-16s will be stored in NATO states bordering Ukraine. And then maybe little by little they will get involved. And when they get involved, these guys will not tell you. Right? The Russians will tell you, but these guys will not tell you. So when the Russians will say that airplane, let's say, took off from Iași, let's say from Romania, or from Cogălnicianu, all right, Romania, and flew into the war theater and returned over there, and we bombarded the Cogălnicianu airfield, let's say, in Dobrogea, right, by the Black Sea. These guys say, hey, we are under attack. Hey, baboons, see, that's the bad dude. We united, we stand against evil, and you do what I tell you because I'm your protector. It worked like this. It has been working. It works. It is working and will be working forever. Why? Because we are human beings. That's how we act. That's how we, how should I put it? We function. So let me show you a few articles. I'm going to show you first how they just stick their little foot in the door. Ukraine may keep. I mean, nothing. It is so. How should I put it? It's just nothing special, man. It's just Ukraine will just keep some F-16s. May keep. It's just we're not certain. I guarantee you the decision has been made already. May keep some F-16s abroad for protection from evil Russian strikes. All right, so this is the first one. The second one will be they will activate just some. And some will come in Ukraine and will take off from Ukrainian airfields. I don't believe that squat. So here it is. This is from June the 10th, 2024. Ukraine may keep some of the F-16 fighter jets it's set to receive from the Western allies at foreign bases to protect them from Russian strikes, a senior Ukrainian military officer said Monday. All right, let's go to the next article. This is from Ukraine Forum. Air Force, some F-16s to be stored abroad. Did you catch the difference? All right, I'm going to read it again. The first title reads like this. Ukraine may keep some F-16s abroad for protection. And the second article, some F-16s to be stored abroad. So that's already the plan. The first one is may, the other one is to be stored. And the third one, the new voice of Ukraine, which I think the Russians will do this because they are consistent. Ukraine's F-16s legitimate targets, end quote, but not legitimate targets over Ukraine. No. Because I'm going to read for you what they say in, it says, the F-16 jets provided to Ukraine set to be deployed at foreign air bases, will be considered, and I'm quoting, legitimate targets by the Russian military. You don't believe me? You should not believe me. You should always verify. Skepticism, the mother of truth and discoveries and intelligence and knowledge. Be skeptical. Don't believe me. But hey, it's the Ukrainians saying that. Read the first article. Take a snapshot on it or whatever, a screenshot on it, okay? And then you can read it at your leisure, at your convenience. The F-16's jet provided to Ukraine set to be deployed at foreign air bases will be considered legitimate targets. Ready? And it says, he claimed that Russia will allegedly have the right to strike F-16s outside of Ukraine. There you have, if such aircraft are involved in combat missions. He also called F-16 aircraft outside of Ukraine legitimate targets. So Romania, my dear motherfuckers, what are you gonna do? Well, I hope that the mainstream corporate media here owned by those guys over there, they propagandized your baboonish brains already to say, we're gonna fight the Russians finally for who pays the most. Oh my God, these guys are gonna get us in a war with Russia, with the Europeans. So the non-Europeans will get the Europeans, fight the other Europeans. And then the non-Europeans will make the profit, like they did in the First World War and especially after the Second World War. And then they will shame us for, I don't know, not saving enough of in a free world. I should have no censorship. I should not be applying any self-censorship to the truth, not to interpretations, to the truth. So I can't say, to tell you the truth, you have to figure things out from my hints. All right? If you know things, when I say something, you know exactly what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. Now, in the last article, Ukrainska Pravda, Ukrainian forces, they claim, struck one Russian S-400 and two S-300 air defense battalions in Crimea overnight. This is from Monday, the 10th of June of 2024. Let me show you the title again. Believe but verify, right? Right there. The same. Trust is built, my friends, is not just verbal, hey, trust me, baby, don't, I will not cause you any harm. Come to me. Here is my dark van. Enter. No. It's verify, my friends, verify. Ukrainska Pravda. Ukrainian forces struck one Russian S-400. All right, let's see what else is here. Ukrainian forces struck missile battalions near the settlements of Chornomayorsk and Yapor. There you go. Yevpatoria in Russian-occupied Crimea on the night of 9 to 10 of June. Right, my friends? Got it? These guys are going to get us in a war with our brother Europeans for non-Europeans. And I'm not talking about Africans or Asians or, you know, something like this. No. Inuits or no. Or South Americans. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, Well, figured it out. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Click.